Okay, guys, I think we'll get started here. I want to welcome all of you here, class of 2024. Is that correct? Sophomore class. My name is Brad Long. I want to thank Mr. Pritchett, Mrs. Reynolds, and the staff and faculty here at Mitchell High School for allowing us this time to meet with you guys. There's going to be a lot going on today, so bear with me. We're going to take time for questions at the end. But I want to start with, first off, let me start with the date that we're going to be coming back. And that's going to be 1 week from today, November 17th. That's going to be Mitchell Blue Jacket Class Ring Order Day. Okay? I won't be here next Tuesday. I won't be here next Thursday. It's Wednesday, so make a note of that. Going to be some exciting things going on that day, so pay close attention. But I always start with the word connection. Now, I looked this up in the dictionary, and it has basically 3 or 4 different meanings, one of which it says that it forms a bond or a link. Secondly, it says that it joins 2 things together and makes them stronger. Third definition said that it illuminates a passion. So when I think about the word connection, I think about students and the connections that they have. Now, your connection might be to your family, it might be to your faith, it might be to the group that you hang with, it might be to your school. That's a cool thing. But I think at our core, we all want to feel connected. Think about what we've been through the last couple of years with the pandemic. You certainly know about this. It's been a rough couple of years. And so I think more so than ever, we crave those connections. And it's the old saying that sometimes you don't realize how important something is to you until you almost lose it. Think about those seniors that had to fret over whether or not they were going to have a graduation ceremony. So what's my point? It's connection. It's those connections that we crave. There's really 3 words, but I'm going to start with connection. So think about that and think about what your connection might be. And we're going to talk about that with what that means with class ranks. So connection, so important. Second word that I like is tradition. And I think tradition is an important word because we think about all those traditions that you observe as students. And one of those traditions is class ranks. We're going to get to that in a minute. And then the third word I would say is celebration. You should celebrate the fact that we are back at school now. We're getting back to normal. And by the way, we're going to be looking to you guys for leadership and advice. Your generation is going to be one of those groups that I think leads us out of this pandemic. So kudos to you. So, connection, tradition, and celebration. We're going to talk about all three of those. My name is Brad Long, represent a company called Jostens. Been coming here for a number of years. This is the chance every year that we meet with sophomores that you have to pick your class rank, to design your class rank, because it certainly is your ring. It's not mine, it's no one else's, it's yours. And so we're going to talk about that. There's that word celebrate again, celebrate with pride. You should be proud. You should be proud to be a Blue Jacket. But a lot of those traditions that you saw in that little short video get you thinking about how fun it is to be back in the building and back in school. So we want to help you celebrate that. And we're going to talk about rings, so let's talk about it. So, championship rings. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, but we are the choice of champions. We do about 85% of all the world championship rings. Super Bowl, World Series, NBA Championship, Pro Bass, NASCAR, UFC Tap Out. The list goes on and on and on. Now you may say, well, so what? What does that mean to me? The same craftspeople that are making the Cubs rings, making the Lightning rings, making all the championship rings that we do are spending 99% of their time making your class ring. So you're getting the best ring in the world. We're the oldest and largest class ring company. Sometimes you say just because you're the biggest doesn't mean you're the best. But you don't get to be the biggest in anything without being the very best at what you do. So when you buy a class ring from Jostens, you're getting the best ring in the world. So we're going to move on. You should be proud. It is your ring. It's not mine. So we want you to help. We want to help you customize that, create that. You're going to have a chance to do that. But you get to thinking about all the things that come with high school, the memories that you're going to make, and you're going to be telling stories. Now, everybody's got a story. I've got one. It's an old one, but I'll share it with you. How many of you in here have seen a movie called Hoosiers? It's a basketball movie. Let me grab it here. All those years ago, I happened to be in that movie. I played Buddy. I'm the character Buddy, number 14. That's back when I was 23, a little younger then, a little more hair. But we did a ring for all the cast and crew. And I kept this ring all these years later. It's got my character name. It's got my what we accomplished, 1952 state champions, our school colors. It's got the name of our movie, Hoosiers. This ring tells a story. It tells a story of my whole experience in that film, what we accomplished, what number I wore, what the name of our movie was, what our school colors were. So it tells a story. Now, it's not about me. Okay, I'm an old man. It's about you guys. I want you to tell your story 20 years from now. Tell what your passions were, what your activities were, what your connections were. There's that word again. That's what a class ring does. It's going to tell a story. I think of three things that you will probably leave this building with when you graduate in 2 or 3 years here. One is a tassel. Seniors typically keep their graduation tassel as a tradition. Second item you keep is your diploma. You certainly want to keep that diploma and show that you graduated. But the third item I think they leave with is their class ring. And of those three things that I just mentioned, the class ring probably does the most to tell your story. So I'd like to mention that. So we're going to talk about some different designs and styles of rings. We're going to give you a chance to answer questions. Now, if you got your phones with you, you can cover this, hover it. I think that's the terminology. Capture it, and you can actually go to the website later. If you don't do it now, don't worry about it. It will be in your packet of information. But I want to encourage you to check out our website, jostens.com. It's a real user-friendly website. You actually can design your ring on there. You can see the ring spinning around. It's got like a 3D effect. It's really pretty cool. But if you get a chance, check out the website, and that will help you with your ring ordering process as well. So that's the QR code if you want to do that. We'll come back later to that. Custom ring, what does it cover? I call this the 3 R's. We resize it, we refinish it, and we repolish it for the life of the ring. What's your name right here? Alyssa. Let's say Alyssa buys a ring from me next week, okay? And over her lifetime, for whatever reason, she has to have her ring resized 28 times. Does anybody know what it costs her? Nothing. We never charge to resize it. It's free resizing. We repolish it. We refinish it. So I always like to tell students that once you buy a Jostens ring, you never spend another penny on it. It has a lifetime guarantee. We know you're buying lots of things. Cell phones, clothes, shoes. I bought those too when I was in high school. But I don't think they have a lifetime guarantee. A class ring does. So you're covered when you buy a Jostens ring. If you lose your ring, how many of you ever heard mom say, we're not going to get your ring because you might lose it? You're covered. You have insurance. There you go. You have ring insurance. Some of you might say, you know what, I'm in the band right now. I'm in soccer. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that my junior, senior year, so I'm going to wait. We change your ring for you free of charge if you change activities. So this is the time to get it. 4 reasons why you should get it now and not wait. I always have sophomores say, why get it as a sophomore? Number 1, you're going to spend the least amount of money. Why? Because prices go up every year. Why? Because precious metal goes up. Gold goes up in value. Okay. Secondly, we resize and freeze. I mentioned that before. Also, you get to wear it longer. This way you get to wear it for about 3 years of high school. If you wait till later, you won't get to wear it very long. And I tell you the biggest reason I think is, and I'll have this happen, I always have like a sophomore say, well, I'm going to wait till I'm a junior. I'm going to wait till I'm a senior. Does anybody know what happens? They never end up getting a ring. Does anybody know why? Because the meaning fades away. It fades away as time goes on. You watch, when I come in next Wednesday, I'll have a couple juniors, I'll have a senior, they'll come up to the table and say, man, you were right. You know, I wish I would have gotten a ring my sophomore year. I regret that. So anyway, this is the time to get them, especially with the common bond that you have as a sophomore group, class of 2024. Okay, let's talk about this. So, I told you a lot of things are going to be going on order day, one of which is anybody, any sophomore that orders a class ring, you're going to get a free Mitchell backpack with your school logo on it. This is a $70 value. If you go to Dick's Sporting Goods right now, you'll pay $70 with this Adidas Striker backpack with your school logo. You don't pay for it. It costs you nothing. I pay for it. I'm buying it for you. It's my way of saying thank you for buying a class ring. So any sophomore that buys a ring, you're going to get that backpack, okay? Second thing that's going to be going on order day, we've been doing this for a number of years. I want all of you to stop by my table, every one of you, even if you're not ordering a ring, because you need to get your name on the list, and here's why. We're going to draw one lucky winner. At the end of the day, I'll probably have Mr. Pritchett draw one name at random, and one of you sitting here right now is going to win a free class ring. Anything you want up to $300. So it's like winning $300, okay? So you need to be sure and get in that drawing. Now, you might be thinking, I'm confused. What if I'm ordering a ring? Do I still sign up? Yes, I hope all of you order a ring. I encourage you to do that. But you also sign up on the sheet. You might win that ring free that you order, okay? So we're going to give away a free ring that day, and you're going to get a backpack if you order, okay? That's on order day, Wednesday, November 17th. 4 steps to order your ring. We try to make it really simple. Step 1, you're going to pick your style. What's your style? There's a lot of different styles in your booklet. We'll look at that here in a minute. Lots of different designs. It's not your grandma's class ring. There's a lot of new designs out there. We're going to flip through a couple of them here. But number 1 is pick your style. Number 2, pick your stone. If I come walking toward you slowly, you'll notice 2 things about me. My bald head and probably my stone. I get 10 feet away from me, you're going to see that stone in my ring. That's the first thing people see is your stone. Kind of captures your identity. You pick the stone you want. If you want your birthstone, great. You want your school color stone, great. If you want a stone that you like, that's okay too. So that's step 2. Step 3, you pick your metal. That's what determines the price of your ring, and that's important. A lot of the stores and the jewelry stores, they have what I call add-ons. You have to pay $10 for a special stone. You got to pay $20 if you want your signature inside the ring. We don't do that. All of those options are included in your price, okay? The only thing you're paying for is the metal. That's it. And sales tax, that's a state law. So the metal is what determines the price of your ring, and lots of different metals to choose from. Then the final finishing touches are the things that kind of finish off your ring, kind of the cap, finishing touches to them that kind of caps off the look of the ring. For example, your laser autograph signature, which we can do exactly the way that you write it. We can do it on the inside. Sculptured or textured or smooth palm side, satin or antique finish. And all these things, by the way, that I'm mentioning, sophomores, are free. They're included in the price. Remember I said there's no add-ons. So all of these things are included in that price. So there's your 4 steps: your style, your stone, your metal, and your finish. Now we're going to go through a couple new designs. Your class of 2024, will be the first class to have these designs. Last year's group didn't have these. These are brand new. We did a lot of research with students. They said, hey, we really like this or we like that. So we came up with a few designs. This one is called the Legacy. It's kind of a fraternity look. You've probably seen those in a lot of commercials. A lot of those types of rings are coming back. This is the Odyssey, kind of the clear stone. Watch the little video on this. So kind of a sleek look, clear stone look, that's kind of in now too. Students were saying we really want that clear kind of look. There's a design. This is the Insignia, more of kind of a college looking ring. And here's the video on this. So again, 3 new designs for you guys that no other students have been able to purchase. Those are new. And then we're going to flip into some of the traditional ones. This was very popular last year. It's back again. Students were telling us less is more. We don't want the big bulky ring. We want something very stylish and sleek. And we have band rings. So kind of a thinner, sleeker look, but packs a punch. It's a small ring, but you can put a lot of things on there to tell your story, okay? That's the band ring. They were very popular last year. They are again this year as well. There's some more designs. So students told us we love the band rings, but let's color it up. Let's splash it up with color, and that's what we did with ChromaCast. And again, they can see that from quite a bit away. If you're walking up on someone, they're going to see the color of that ring. School colors, birthstone colors, totally up to you, but that's kind of cool. Those are new from last year, and they're back again. Cheever collection, still probably the most popular ring that we sell because of all the things that you can do to it. You can put combo sides. You can put more than one activity, sculptured sunburst stone, all the different cuts of stone to dress it up a little bit. Lots of options on the Achiever ring. There's a couple samples there. Then the Heritage Collection. This is the one probably your grandparents will recognize. A lot of them call it the square top stone, the crest top stone. The retro look. They're coming back. They're coming back again. We have a lot of students that really want the heritage look, so we've got those. Signature Collection, more of a fashion look, something you can wear beyond high school. Some students are saying we want to have something we can wear beyond high school. Signature Collection might be the ring for you. There's a couple designs there. Luxe Collection, even more of a fashion look. Doesn't look anything like a class ring. So these are all where we talked about pick your design. These are all the designs, the collections that you have to pick from. The Varsity Collection. Students were saying to us, hey, we know you do the Super Bowl rings. How can I get one? And my answer is you have to win the Super Bowl. But if you want a Super Bowl looking ring, we have it. And that's the Varsity Collection. Allows you to have kind of a Super Bowl looking ring while you're in high school. There they are again. Stones, I talked about that before, birthstones. You're going to pick whichever stone you want. It can be your birthstone, it can be a gemstone, it can be a premium stone. We've got them. We've got jade, lapis, turquoise, black onyx. We even have element stones, dinosaur bone, blue Peratska, a bunch of different stones that you have to pick from. It's going to be your choice. Cuts of stone. This is another thing to think about. When people see your stone, It's going to have different cuts on it to give it a little bit of a stylish look, and you pick which one you want. Again, sophomores, another free option. There's no cost to pick your cut. Design sides. This is when it gets fun. This is how you tell your story. And you're going to see a lot of design sides in your booklet that you got with your packet. There's another 800 online. So if you don't see what you like, be sure you check out the online version of all the different design sites. Lots of different things to choose from. This will just flip through a few of them here, give you some idea. It's amazing. If you're in a garage band, if you mountain bike, if you like your zodiac symbol, if you're a gamer, you can tell that story. We've got them all. It's amazing what you have to choose from to be able to tell your own unique story to show people your connection. Metals, we talked about this before, different metals. There's the white lustrium, there's the sun cast, there's the shadow cast, very popular last year. Silver elite, dual cast, two-tone ring. Solaris elite, then you get into the fire cast. Yes, we've got camo. We've got camo rings. Blue, white, snow, and black camo. If you're outdoorsy, partnered with Realtree and Browning, you can do that. So, lots of different metals to pick that might pick which one that fits your personality. You may have a favorite metal, but again, that's what determines your price. And there they are again, all those metals. Black shadow cast there, the third one from the top, was very popular last year, especially with your Mitchell blue color. It looked really sharp. So moving on, there's that shadow cast again, there it is. I talked about that before. That was popular last year. Finishing touches, that's step 4. Sculptured palm side, smooth palm side, laser autograph signature on the inside. These are all options that again are free options. Some of you may say, I'm not a ring person, I just don't wear rings. We've got class tags, we've got class lockets and bracelets, we've got Sarah Chloe collection. These are all online for you to check out. If you watch the ESPYs this summer, the ESPY Awards on ESPN, about half the athletes were wearing the tags. It's another way to tell your story. We have a lot of students that say, hey, I just don't wear a ring on a finger, so I want a tag. Let me show you something else that's kind of in right now. Have you guys seen this? I'm going to put it on. A lot of students are taking rings and putting them on chains. Have you seen this? It's out there, yep. We're not sure if the athletes are driving this or if it is the music industry. We're not sure what it is, but this is really big right now. So it's another way for you to tell a story. That, I'll tell you, you come walking down a hallway, they're going to notice that. They see it. May not see it on your finger, but they'll see it there. So another way for you to tell your story is a ring on a chain. I have even heard that the gamers are wearing these this way to communicate to each other, to let each other know that they're a gamer. That's something that we hear is going around. I don't know, maybe it's an urban legend, but that's how the gamers communicate. Say, yeah, I'm a gamer, they see someone with a chain. So anyway, go figure. Yeah, who knows? But anyway, another way for you to tell a story. Yeah, we're hearing that as well. So moving on, ring box. If you want to keep your ring in a presentation box, you can certainly do that. We make those available for you as well. We've got them discounted if you get the box in with the ring. That is all in your packet of information. You notice we're not going to spend a lot of time on your packet today. You're going to get to look at that later when you take it home with mom and dad. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Okay, my contact info is in there. Also, don't forget about grandparents, aunts, and uncles. How many of you ever heard grandma say, what do you want for birthday? What do you want for Christmas? You see a couple hands there. That's right, yeah. They're always looking for gift ideas, so don't forget about grandparents, aunts, and uncles. I think your parents will be excited about getting a class ring. They probably still have theirs, but I can tell you there's a lot of grandparents and aunts and uncles out there that might help you with that, okay? Payment, let's talk about payment. You say, well, I really like the rings, but how do I pay for it? Okay, let's talk about this. How many of you in here have a cell phone? Raise your hand. Okay. You know what you just told me? You know what you just told me? That you can afford a class ring. I know what you're paying for those phones. I have one too. Our rings start at about $130. If you really want a ring, sophomores, you can afford a ring. Plus, we make it easy for you. Next Wednesday, all you need to bring in is a $100 down payment, which goes toward your total. You don't have to bring in the full amount for your ring, just $100 down. Then you won't pay for it until it comes in, about 6 to 8 weeks. I'll call Mr. Pritchett when they come in. Check, cash, money order, or credit card. Any of those methods of payment. We take any of those methods of payment. Let me tell you a fifth way, and moms love this one. It's called JPay. JPay allows you to come in next Wednesday with your ring order form with no money down. Let me know that you want to do JPay. You fill in your credit card info, and it bills your credit card over a 4-month period. So it spreads it out. It's like a layaway plan. Moms love JPay. So we want to make it affordable for you to get a ring. If you truly want a ring, it's affordable with Jostens, okay? Pick your budget. Pick your budget. That will help determine the ring that you get. But those are the methods of payment. Wanted to cover that. If you have your phone, capture this. It's pretty cool. This will create a text that you can send to mom or dad to let them know that we had a ring meeting. This is in your packet as well. But if you have your phone and want to capture that, it's pretty cool. It'll create a text for you, okay? Okay, there it is again. Wednesday, November 17th, lunch periods, cafeteria. That's going to be ring order day. Where are my class officers? Have you chosen class officers yet? Raise your hand if you're a class officer. Don't be bashful. Okay, one there. There's a couple, okay? I need to see the officers at the end of this meeting for about 1 minute. I'm going to tell everybody else why. I'm going to make them ring experts. I'm going to show them how to size fingers. Okay, so see me at the end. If you don't see them this week, don't panic. I will do it for you when I come back. Okay, but you four hang with me a minute and we'll get you fixed up there. Okay, real quickly, we talked about connection, we talked about tradition, and we talked about celebration. So we certainly, sophomores, want to make this available for you. This is your chance to order your ring. It comes along one time in your high school years. This is it. We'll be back next Wednesday. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Do we have any questions out there right now about anything? I want to brag on all of you in front of your sponsors. You've been a great audience today. It's a long time to sit. Yes, right here.
The thinner, like, style collection.
Right.
Are they have rooms like little?
Great question. She asked the thinner rings, like the band rings, is there enough room to put things on there? And absolutely there is. Check out the booklet. It'll show you all the options that you can do. And that was the point of that ring. The students said we want something smaller, but still be able to pack a punch and tell our story. Great question. Yes, sir. Great question. He asked if you order online, do you still get the backpack? The answer is yes. You still qualify if you order online. Absolutely. You're going to get a receipt on that. So the backpacks are not given out on order day. They're given out at delivery. So we'll bring those in. Great question. Yes?
What if we end up not being able to graduate this year?
Great question. Everybody hear that one? She said, well, if we're not able to graduate with your class, that's another thing that we take care of free of charge. If your graduation year date changes, we change that on your ring free of charge. Okay? Great questions, guys. Okay, pop quiz. When am I going to be here? Wednesday, November 17th. What time? Lunch periods. Where will I be? Cafeteria. Does everybody here have a chance to win a free class ring? Yes, you do, but you must stop by the order table and sign up. You've been a great audience. Repeat after me. Connection. Tradition. Celebration. We'll see you next Wednesday. Absolutely. Yeah, won't bother me a bit. If you need to get up and go, we understand that. That's important. Most of the information, if you miss part of the meeting, is in your packet. But let me start off by saying I want to thank Mr. Pritchett, Mrs. Reynolds, Mr. Reynolds, and staff and faculty here, everyone here that's allowing us this time to meet with you. Let me tell you something, seniors. Every year, I have seniors say to me, you know what, it's November. You know, why are we talking about this now? We don't graduate till the end of May, early June. Guys, it'll be here before you know it. This is one of those things that you want to take care of. You don't want to put it off for a lot of different reasons, which we'll get to in a minute. But again, I want to welcome you here, class of 2022. My name is Brad Long from Jostens. Come on in, we're just getting started. This is your senior year, obviously. Always like to use the word connection, okay? There's three words we want to talk about and focus in on here this morning. But connection, I want to start with that. If you look it up in the dictionary, it has three meanings. One, it says to join two things together to form a bond. Secondly, it says to bring two things together and make them stronger. Third definition is that it illuminates a passion. But I think seniors, at our core, we all want to feel connected. Think about what we have been through the last couple of years with the pandemic, especially you guys, who for a couple of years now have had an interesting high school experience. Am I right? So I think at our core, we want to feel connected. Now, your connection might be to your family. It might be to your faith. It might be to the school. That's a cool thing. It might be to the group you hang with. It might be to a cause that you support. But at our core, we all want to feel connected. And I think it's the old saying that sometimes you don't realize how important something is to you until you almost lose it. Think about the seniors the last couple of years that had to fret over whether or not they were going to have a graduation ceremony. So what's my point? Connection. We're back. We're getting back to normal. And your group, your senior class, is going to be one of those groups that we're going to look to for advice, for leadership. You're going to help lead this country out of this pandemic. So kudos to you. So connection. The second word that I would talk about is tradition. Think about tradition, lots of traditions. But in school, one of the big traditions is graduation. It's going to happen for you here in about 7 months. And I promise you, seniors, if this isn't a big deal to you, and I think that it is, but if it's not, I guarantee it is to mom and dad. So I'm encouraging you here this morning to be sure that you take this packet of information. Please don't stick it in your locker or your backpack and forget about it until March. Don't do that. Take it home to mom tonight. She's going to want in on this, okay? So I want to encourage you to do that. So connection, tradition. I talked about tradition and tradition of graduation. And then the third word is celebration. You need to celebrate. You guys are seniors. You're the class of 2022. You are the only class of 2022 ever that's going to graduate from Mitchell High School. That's you guys, okay? So we need to help celebrate that. So, my name is Brad Long. I represent a company called Jostens. We've been coming here for a number of years. We want to help you with those three things, okay? We're going to talk about it. So, there's the first thing I want to put up here that you don't forget, that I will be back here 1 week from today. That is November 17th. That's a Wednesday. I will be over in your cafeteria. I will be there during your lunch periods. You won't be able to miss me. When you go in to eat, you'll see me sitting there. That's order day for Mitchell Blue Jackets. I won't be here Tuesday. I won't be here Thursday. It's Wednesday, so make a note of that. Make it a high priority to get that order in, to avoid late fees and all the other bad things that happen if you wait, which we'll cover in a bit. So, it's your year, it's here, and you want to celebrate that. First thing you need to think about is you want to announce it. You've got to let the world know that you're graduating, and that's what a graduation announcement is. And let me tell you, you should have a sample of the announcement in your packet. Your officers did a wonderful job. It's beautiful. Have you seen the announcement in there? Pluck that out of there. Can't miss it. It's a really sleek blue color. It's got your official school crest. He's got it right there. Hold that up right there. Hold that up so everybody can see it. That's it. That's it. Good job. That's your official school announcement. So seniors, let me tell you something here. I want you to listen carefully. It is considered rude or even tacky to call, email, text, or tweet to tell people you're graduating. That is not, yeah, that's right. It's not going to warrant a response, okay? You need to officially announce it. How do you do that? You send out this graduation announcement, okay? I'm going to tell you how important this is. Think about weddings, okay? You don't call someone and say, come to my wedding. You send a wedding invitation, right? Same thing with graduation. It's that big a deal. You want to announce it. Now, This doesn't mean they get to come to graduation. This is just announcing it. This is an announcement that lets them know that you're graduating. You want to send these to everybody you know. Aunts, uncles, cousins, acquaintances on the street. I'm kidding. You won't go that far. But you want to send them out to everybody, okay? There's a reason you want to do that. But that's the first step. You've got to announce it. You've got to let the world know. That's going to warrant a response. Remember that word response. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Second item, this is new this year. It's called Announcements Plus. It's a QR code that allows you to record a personal message to slip in that announcement. It's pretty cool. If you want to send a personal message or let them know what you're doing after school, whatever, personal plans, you can do that. That's with the QR code. That is something new this year. That's going to be a hit. That's new. Name cards. You need to know who the announcement's from. You've got to put the name card in. So now we're building your announcement. This is what I call building your announcement. Second part is to slip the name card in there, besides the QR code if you choose to do that. But you got to put your name in there. It's a real sleek name card with a fancy class of 2022. That way they know who to send the gift to, okay? So name card's important. Third thing, tissue insert. Protects that ink in there. It's very classy in a very formal way, just like wedding invitations. You see those in there. Those are the inserts. This is all part of that announcement. Envelope seal. That's the first thing people see when they get your announcement in the mail. It's got your monogram letter. It's got your 2022 year date, which that's your class, and that's special. Return address labels. They need to know where to send the gift to. So you got to have a return address label on that. That's part of the announcement. And then thank you cards. I don't know about you. My mom was always after me about writing thank you notes. It's kind of a lost art, but it's so important to do that. The thank you cards aren't very big. You don't have to write very much. Thanks Uncle Bill for the Corvette. Brad. I didn't get a Corvette. I would have liked one. Anyway, thank you cards. That's all part of the announcement, building that announcement. So, photo cards. This is when it gets a little bit fun. How many of you have already taken your senior pictures? Have you already done that? Yep. You can download these and slip these in, put them on photo cards. Put your future plans. And these are all done different ways, different styles, designs, your choice. It adds a little touch of class and glamour, you might even say that word, to slip in that announcement to let people know of your future plans. So a lot of ways you can do that. Those are photo cards. Now, we're going to get into the fun stuff. That's all the stuff that Mom wants. Okay, Mom wants all that paper stuff, and it's important, very important. But this is the stuff you guys want. This is what I call the senior apparel, the lifestyle items. This is what tells the world that you're a senior. And we're going to talk about each one of these quickly. Cozy Crew, that tested very well last year. That was really popular. Again, guys, everything is splashed with 2022. They're going to know you're a senior. Pullover hoodie, the performance hoodie, a little bit thicker, a little bit nicer. The 2-pack t-shirts, 2 for the price of 1. The blue tee, the black tee, the eco tee. It's biodegradable. You're doing the world a favor by buying that shirt with the environment. So a lot of different items here. Fleece shorts. We're going to flip through these fairly quickly because you're going to have time to look at this later in your catalog. But I want you to see them. Joggers, tapered sweats. Again, all this plastered with 22. Can't miss it, so they know who you are. Beanie, really popular last year. Keeps your head warm. The senior bag, really popular last year. You put a lot of your senior items, your computer, your laptop, whatever you want in there to carry around. A lot of uses for that. Stand for something socks. I love these because every pair of socks that you buy from Jostens, 1 pair is donated to a homeless shelter. We partnered with Ryan Schechter, the skateboarder, Skate for Change. You may have heard of it. And so you're actually helping a homeless shelter by donating a pair of socks when you buy a pair. So that's kind of cool. Water bottle, again, that Crypto 22 on the side, can't miss it. Keepsakes, these are things Mom might want, to keep from your senior year. A tassel in there, sample announcement, one of your sample name cards, maybe your senior picture. It's kind of a nice little item. A lot of things that moms like, and these are some of those items. Senior memory books, you can keep things in there from your senior year. It's kind of a time capsule in the form of a book. It's pretty cool. These are coming back again, by the way. You may have seen these a lot in commercials. They're coming back, so memory books. Year-date key ring, very popular last year. Big, bold 2022, put your car keys on there. This is something I want to talk about. Anybody that turns their order in next Wednesday and orders one of the packages, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, you're going to get your tassel early. So we're going to pass this out next Wednesday. This is not the one that you wear at commencement. That's going to be your school colors, blue and gold. This is just a fun one that we give out early. You can put in your rearview mirror, whatever you want to do with it. It's called a stack tassel. It's got that big, bold 2022. We want you to start enjoying your senior year so you can actually have this early, okay? And you can do whatever you want with it. But if you order that package, you're going to get that next Wednesday, okay? So, senior jewelry. In your packages, you're going to have some options of which jewelry you want. Lots of different choices. There's the identity bracelet, legacy necklace. This probably is still the most popular, the senior key, school colors, crest, year date, woven rope bracelet, and the ring pendant necklace. You get to pick which one of these you want in your package, okay? So the other big advantage of those packages, you have some choices to pick what you want. So let's talk about the packages. That takes us right into packages. Now we're going to do a little audience participation. Everybody should have a packet of info. We're going to go through some things in there. Please pull out the yellow sheet. Can't miss it. Bright yellow. There you go. Hold that up so everybody sees it. Hold yours up. There you go. Looks like that. Yep, there you go. Everybody hold it up. I want to see a sea of yellow up there. I like it. Looks good from up here. Cool. So guys, here's what I want you to do with this yellow sheet. Look on the side. It's two-sided. Look on the side that says easy steps for ordering. Everybody see that side? Okay. I can't make this any simpler. I've made it into 3 steps for you. Okay? You're going to go home tonight. You're going to walk into your kitchen. You're going to slap this packet down on the kitchen table. Mom is going to say who, what, where, when, why. She's going to ask, what is all that? Tell Mom to pull out the yellow sheet. Okay? And have her look at this side. Easy steps for ordering. This is going to answer 98% of her questions. Okay? So let's go through it. Step 1, you review the catalog. That's in your packet. We'll get to that in a minute. You got a whole catalog in there. Shows all the products. That's step 1. Step 2, you pick your package. We did it like McDonald's. We numbered them. You know, which meal is it? Number 4, number 5. We've got 5 packages. Numbered them 1 through 5. So you're going to pick which package you want. Okay? And then step 3, you're going to turn in that package next Wednesday. Okay? That's simple. Step 1, review the catalog. Step 2, pick the package. Step 3, you turn it in. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about the packages. So we're now in step 2. We're going to go through the 5 packages. Everybody, please pull out the blue sheet. I tried to do it in your school colors. I couldn't make it really dark blue because you wouldn't be able to read the writing. So this was close enough. So this is the Mitchell Blue Jacket pack. This is pack number 5. Look up in the top right corner. You'll see package number 5. So now we're going backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Lift off. So, Mitchell High School Blue Jacket pack. This is the most popular package that we sell. It's not the most expensive. It's not the least expensive. It's about in the middle. Okay? But I think the reason it's the most popular, it pretty much has all the things in it that the students want, all the things that the moms want. And if you look in that package, you have lots of different things that are in that package. 1 is your cap and gown's included. 2, you get to pick which jewelry you want. 3, you get to pick which bling tassel. 4, they're discounted. 5, you get a free item. Okay? So lots of advantages on the packages. That's the Blue Jacket pack. That's number 5. Now we're going to go backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please pull out the green sheet. Martian green. Can't miss it. Neon green. This is package number 4. Look up in the top right corner. There it is. Package number 4. It's like the McDonald's meals. We're going backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on 4. This is the swag package. Senior swag bag. What does swag stand for? Seniors with awesome gear. Okay? It's a little bit different than the Blue Jacket pack. It's got some different items in it. Okay? But it still has the cap and gown. It still has a free item. It's still discounted. You still get your choice of jewelry. So in all 5 of these packages, guys, it has all those same options. Okay? So that's package number 4. That's the swag bag.
Right.
Now, yes?
Okay. Before our Career Center guys leave, I want you to know the most important thing for you to order. If you can't order anything else, if you are going through graduation ceremony, you must get the cap and gown and the tassel. Okay?
Yes.
That's the most important thing for you to order. Okay. If you guys have any other questions, you can ask Mr. Chastain or I later, but Career Center is...
Yeah, Career Center, I don't need to leave early. Thank you, guys. Have any more questions, feel free to contact me. My info is in there, and she's absolutely right. That cap and gown is so important. It's in those... Yeah, we'll wait till everybody gets out. Go ahead, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you, folks. Okay, guys, we'll dive right back in. You can catch them up on what they miss, okay? Be a good classmate, help them out. But they've heard the gist of it. So we're back to the packages. We're now doing 3, 2, and 1. So pull out the sheet that looks like this, please. It's a white sheet, folds in 2. Unfold it. And up towards the top, you'll see the other 3 packages. There they are, the mini, the essential, and the senior. Okay? Package 1, 2, and 3. There's your 5 packages. Again, cap and gown's included, free item. Get to pick which jewelry you want. All those choices that you have the other ones. Now, I don't care which package you get. I don't care if you get the least expensive one. Okay? It's totally up to you. You pick whichever package you want. It's your choice. Bless you. The most popular, historically, has been the Blue Jacket pack, but that may not be the one for you. It's totally up to you. So there's your 5 packages, okay? Now we're going to flip over to, in your packet, you should have that catalog. See the catalog? That was, what step was that, seniors? Step 1, review the catalog. There it is, okay? Then you've got in there that sample announcement that we already talked about. There it is, okay? You also have in there a ring brochure. How many of you got a class ring from me when you were a freshman or sophomore? Anybody get one? A couple of you? Yeah. If you never got a class ring, there you go. If you never got a class ring, it's never too late, and we are offering an incentive. Any senior that orders a class ring, when you come in next Wednesday, you're going to get a free cap and gown. Okay? Free cap and gown if you order a senior ring. So we take that right off the package price. So that's a little incentive for you. That's available to every senior. If you never got a ring, you order one now, you're going to get you a free cap and gown. There's a ring sizer in there. I will help you with that on order day. Now we're going to flip through. There's that mascot package that we talked about for you. It's the Blue Jacket pack. Okay? Class jewelry. Let's talk about class jewelry. There's those rings that we talked about. If you order a ring, you get a free cap and gown. This is something I want to point out. How many of you seniors have seen this? This is kind of catching on right now. A lot of students are wearing rings on a chain. You seen these? We don't know if the music industry is driving this. We've heard the gamers are driving it. The gamers, that's how they communicate with each other. Say they see somebody wearing a ring on a chain, that tells them that they're a gamer. Yeah, it's crazy. We don't, and the music industry, I'm sure, is a big part of that as well. But anyway, what's my point? It's another way for you to be able to wear a class ring besides on your finger is on a chain. Yeah, it's kind of in right now. It's kind of a trend. So anyway, a lot of ways to order the class ring. You can order online. I didn't mention online, both for your senior products and for class rings. You can go to our website, jostens.com. It's a really cool website, and you can place your order that way, or you can turn it in to me next Wednesday. The thing that I would encourage you to do is try to turn it in to me next Wednesday, because that gets you that tassel on the spot, okay? So we're going to move on. This is, bless you. So this is kind of cool. This, if you have your phone, you can hover this and capture this QR code. Takes you to the website. If not, you can do it later. It's jostens.com. But check out the website. It's actually pretty cool. Don't forget about grandparents, aunts, and uncles. They're always looking for gift ideas. How many of you ever heard grandma say, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? They might help you with a Blue Jacket pack. Yeah, they're always looking to help in that area. So that parents, I'm sure, will be very interested in this graduation materials. But grandparents might be as well, so don't forget. Payments. Let's talk about payment. Okay, you say, I like all this senior stuff. I like the Blue Jacket pack. I might get the swag bag. How do I pay for it? Here is all you need next Wednesday. A $90 down payment. 90. That's all we need. Check, cash, money order, or credit card. Any of those methods of payment. Let me tell you a 5th way, and moms love this one. It's called JPay. It allows you to turn your order in next Wednesday with no money down. You just hand in the order form, fill in the credit card info, and tell me that you want to do JPay, and we will charge your credit card over a 4-month period. So it's like a layaway plan. It's like a payment plan. Moms tend to love that. That allows you to do it with no money down. We'll take questions in just a minute. Hang on to that. I want to answer that. So that's JPay. Okay, so I want to be sure we talk about JPay. For those of you that just put a deposit down, and that's okay, you don't pay the balance on that, seniors, until April. So you've got like 7 months to come up with your balance, okay? That's when we pass out the caps and gowns. That's when you pay off the balance. And that deposit goes toward your total as well, okay? Here's another one. If you have your phone, hover this. This creates a text for you to send to mom or dad to let them know, hey, you know, we had a senior meeting. Ask me about it when I get home. So if you want to capture this right now, you can. It'll be in your packet as well. I talked about the free cap and gown already. You order that senior ring, that gets you a free cap and gown. There's order day again. 1 week from today, lunch periods, cafeteria. Now, question. You had a question. Yes, good question. She asked, is the information about the JPay in your packet? And it is. Everything that I talked about here today is pretty much in your packet. That this just kind of reinforces that we want to take time to ask questions. You, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, have any questions, feel free to contact me. That's what I'm there for. You can contact me about anything. Email, call me. I'll be glad to answer questions, okay? I welcome those calls. Anything else about anything that we've talked about? Pop quiz. When am I going to be here? Next Wednesday, the 17th. What time will I be here? Lunch periods. Where will I be? Cafeteria. Let me tell you real quick some bad things that happen if you put this off. And there's a reason to go through this. Number one, if you order late, you're going to pay late fees. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to your parents. And the reason why, when you do them as a group, that you get the quantity discount, group discount. If you order individually, late costs more to do that. That's why it costs you more. Secondly, you won't have the same supply of items to choose from. It's a smaller offering on the late form, so you won't get a lot of these things you can get now. Thirdly, while all of your classmates are going to be wearing around the things that they get early, you'll have to wait till April. Fourth, your gown may not fit properly. It's kind of potluck after Wednesday. Gown might be a little big, a little small. You don't want to look funny in commencement. Now, let me stop right there. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you realize this is a high priority. You want to get this taken care of, okay? And get it done so you won't have to worry about it later. So, get your order in on Wednesday. That's the best way to do it. If you have any questions on that, feel free to contact me. Are there any questions about anything else that I've talked about so far? Okay, let me tell you my Shelby story. We already did that. Did we do the Shelby story? I told you that, yeah. So, what did I tell you about that? Or did I tell you? I don't think I did. Shelby story. So, yeah, my daughter Shelby. Yeah, you tricked me. So, my daughter Shelby, we went through this about 12 years ago. And we were in your shoes. We were ordering items, okay? And I remember we spent a little money. We ordered a package, okay? And I'm glad we did. Here's why. We sat in our living room after we had the open house. And we poured out all the responses we got back. Not counting things like dorm pillows, clocks for college, only counting cash or checks. What would you guess we counted? Give me a number. How much? More than 1,000. A little more than 2. A little less than 3. $2,700. $2,700. Now, here's why. Seniors, here's why. We sent out the announcements, okay? Now, graduation is very much like your birthday or Christmas. You do pretty well on both those days, right? Graduation is the next one. I graduated college. I'm here to tell you I remember more about my high school graduation than I do my college one, and I cleaned up pretty well. It's because I sent out those announcements. Remember I talked about you can't tweet or text? Because I sent out that announcement, that warranted a response, and I got a nice gift back for it. Now, am I telling you all that you're all going to make $2,700? No, not saying that. You will get some nice notes from people, some congratulatory notes. Not everybody's going to send you money, but if you do it right and you send those out to everybody you know, you'll do pretty well. That was shocking to me. I had no idea what a great investment that graduation announcement is, and that's my Shelby story. That's a true story. So I always like to share that. Yes?
Can you explain to them when they get their senior items and when the caps and gowns?
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. So let's cover that. So everything that has an asterisk beside it on your packages, you're going to be getting those early. It's going to, Amazon ships stuff to your front door. After we take the order next Wednesday, in about 2 weeks, you're going to get on your front door a box of all the fun stuff to start wearing around to show the world you're a senior. There's about 11 items on there that have an asterisk beside it. The hoodie, the sweatshirt, the blank tassels, all that fun stuff, the senior keys, the memory books. That's going to come early to your home. That's why we need that $90 deposit to cover that. So you're going to be getting a lot of that stuff early, and then to answer her question or her point, then in the springtime, probably mid-April, is when we'll have a delivery date for the announcements and your cap and gown. That's passed out later, and you don't need to pay the balance until then. But another good reason to order those packages, whichever one you want, that gets you a lot of those items early, okay? So you'll be able to start wearing those around and telling the world that you are a big bad senior, okay? So, we did the pop quiz already, right? Okay? Did we do that one? Pop quiz? When am I going to be here? What time? We did that one. So, repeat after me. Oh, before we do that, where are my class officers? Class officers, raise your hand. Okay? I need to see you guys for a minute at the end of this meeting, and I'm going to give them some posters to put up. So, if you guys would hang with me a minute, we'll get you some posters. They're going to help me out with that. Repeat after me. Connection, tradition, and celebration. And that's what we want to help you guys do. Okay? So any other questions about anything from the sponsors, any senior business needs to be tended to? If you know classmates that weren't here for whatever reason, be a good classmate. Say, hey man, you missed a senior meeting, you need to pick up your senior info. Last thing I'll tell you, you guys are seniors, probably preaching to the choir here. You're 90 yards into a 100-yard race, I get it. But I can't tell you how important it is to stay the course and get your diploma. Does anybody here know what the difference is in lifetime earnings versus someone that got a high school diploma as opposed to someone that did not? I know it because Barna did a study on this. Anybody know what the figure is? $720,000, almost $750,000 lifetime earnings, as opposed to whether you get a diploma or whether you don't. There's that much of a difference. It's that important to be at that diploma. So I encourage you to do that, stay the course, and get that diploma, and have a great senior year connection, tradition, celebration. We will see you next Wednesday. Thanks, guys.
We've got 10 minutes, unless you have to go. Does anybody have anything flex they have to do? We're just going to stay here because it's just 10 minutes for you. One thing, do you guys know that Jostens makes the Super Bowl rings? They are a very reputable company. They represent well. So if you haven't gotten one of those class rings yet, in fact, I lost mine. I wonder if you'll put 1986 on one for me. So
We can do that.
okay. And Mr. Long has been here for a long time, and he will answer all your questions. Don't forget to get that order Wednesday. You don't want to come in 3 weeks before graduation. Oh, I don't have my cap and gown. You're going to get something that we have in the closet. Okay?
Right.
So, I can't enforce enough the invitation. Yeah, Facebook invites are great, but when you're old like me, yeah, I might get on Facebook once every 2 weeks or something anymore and forget that I have that party to go to. I get that invitation. I put it up on my refrigerator. I've been here for 22 years, guys and gals, and I have a box with all of my invitations and senior name cards in it. It means a lot to people.
Yeah, I really appreciate you saying that, and I think for no other reason, I'm kind of looking out for you. Typically, when you Facebook it or just do it by social media, the other person would think, well, they didn't think enough of me to actually send. I don't know that I feel like I need to get them a gift. I don't know. I just think it's socially correct to kind of actually same thing with a wedding. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't put your wedding on Facebook. You actually send invitations. So great point. Couldn't say it better myself. And yeah, we do the Super Bowl rings, the World Series rings. The same people making those rings are making your ring. Yes, absolutely. Question. You guys have been a great audience. I will stick around up here for a little bit. I guess the officers can come on up. We'll get
Guys,
get them
give
taken care
your officers a round of applause. These
Yes,
are the
give them a round of
nicest
applause.
invitations I've seen in all my years.
of. Absolutely. They did a great job picking that announcement. Totally agree.
Air Class Officer, go up and see Mr. Long.
Yep, come on up, guys.
Okay.
else before the bell rings? Any senior stuff while we have them here? Think of anything? Great group, very well, respectful students, and paid attention. I appreciate that. Doesn't happen all the time. See you Wednesday, guys.
I saw you up there dancing. Yeah, I'm trying to get them connected. Good groups, both of them, real tender. The kid's smart. I told him, I said, I gotta give you credit for that. That was actually pretty smart. I lied. Yeah, boys, forget them, forget something.
So if Ada is not here on Wednesday, who do you need?
Yeah, so here's what will happen on Wednesday. And I understand Jamie, I think that's good. I'm easy. Wednesday will be easy. This is the hard one. Easy one is just, I will just need, if it's available, one long table.
Okay.
As they walk in the cafeteria, a couple chairs, I'll bring Ann with me. You met her last year, she's my associate. So she and I will be here to take orders for you, and I'll be here early. I know there's some 11:45 kids that leave. Have to go early, go pitch home. So knowing me, I'll be here ready to go 11:30. That way we'll cover it, and then I'll stay, there's a couple of them in, and we just take orders that day, and that's all there's to it. Now, I'll be sure to get you, Troy, someone that bring this, we're gonna do that drawing. And then, yeah, it'll be great. Wednesday will be an easy thing.
So
know
you
what
don't
need
need
to
the
do.
seniors or anything in there with you that day?
You don't really need them. No, I won't need them. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up for you. I always,
Are these yours?
I like to pick stuff up.
The turkey?